Hi, welcome back to Yoga with Mom. I'm Jen and it's so nice to see you today. It's been a very busy weekend over here, so I haven't had much yoga and I feel a little stiff today and a little sore. Sometimes you'll have days like that where you feel a little sore just from not being as active as you want to be, or maybe being a little too active, maybe too much lifting and moving and things like that. So today we're going to take it a little bit easy, but we're going to get some good stretching in. All right, like always, make sure you had a bite to eat and lots of water. You're in your nice comfy clothes and you're in a nice stable chair. All right, let's get started. So I'm gonna start by leaning that right ear to my right shoulder. And right now I'm holding on to the chairs with my arms just to keep myself balanced here. And I'm trying to sit up nice and straight. My spine's nice and tall, even though I'm leaning my ear over. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring that left ear to your left shoulder, gentle stretching. As I stretch my ear over to my shoulder, I like to just stretch a little bit further, slowly and slowly, as long as I'm leaning. We don't want to whip our ear and move too fast. We want slow, deliberate movements. All right, let's bring that right ear back to your right shoulder again. There you go, sitting nice and tall. So much to do to stretch out today. It's going to be a really good practice. All right, let's bring that left ear to our left shoulder again. Really getting a nice stretch in that right side of our neck. Remembering to breathe. Very good. Nice and tall. All right, let's bring our right ear back again to that right shoulder. Fantastic. I'm going to reach my left arm up to the sky. There you go. As I lean my right ear in, I stretch, wiggling those fingers, getting some good movement in the arm. There you go. Really stretching up and tall. Really trying to pull my fingers as far away from that left hip as possible. There you go, really stretching. And then I want you to reach that hand, that left hand over your head towards your right shoulder. And I keep waving my fingers as I go. So I keep that movement going. There you go. Every little movement's, it all adds up, you know. So we keep going. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that arm back up overhead. Wiggle all the way down. Grab onto my chair. And I'm going to bring that left ear back to my left shoulder. Reaching that right arm up nice and tall this time. Perfect. Those fingers wiggle as I stretch, really stretch. Long and tall. Keep the wiggling going as I stretch. There we go. Keeping it moving. Very nice job. Wiggle. And then I slowly bring that arm over my head. Sitting nice and tall still and wiggling those fingers. I keep my chest nice and open so my shoulders are in the back, and I'm not bending over my lap right now. I'm nice and tall, as straight as I can possibly be. Really stretching and lengthening. There we go. One more big breath in. And as I exhale, I bring those fingers up overhead. I keep the wiggles going, keep them going, and then bring them down to my lap. Very nice job. All right, let's bring our arms out in front of us. And we're going to start by doing some small wrist circles. So start whichever direction you're going in right now. It does not matter because you know we're going to switch sides. So let's circle. Very nice job. Keep those circles moving. And then we'll switch. Going that opposite way. Really circle. Starting to feel the movement in our body. Claire and Diesel are running around in the background. They've always got things to do. They love playing outside. All right, let's switch and make bigger circles. getting our elbows involved. Our circles are gonna slowly get bigger and bigger until our arms and our shoulders are all the way involved and we're like a giant windmill. We just windmill those arms in big old circles. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. Stop at the top. I'm gonna bring my arms back down to shoulder level. Perfect. Bend my elbows. And I'm gonna start making circles in that opposite direction. There we go. So we're getting the elbows involved in these circles, getting a little bit bigger and bigger. Really getting the movement going so we can feel it in our arms and our shoulders and our back. There we go. Keep it moving. There you go. And the sun's even coming out. It's turning into a beautiful day now. Perfect. For 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's grab onto the chairs. And we're going to start with some marching. So bring those knees on up nice and tall. We're gonna stomp our feet gently down to the ground. Just stomping, stomping, stomping. There we go. Mabel's in the background. I don't know if you saw her, the little gray kitty. Yeah, she likes to jump in and out of our yoga classes, but she's a big fan of walking on the railing behind us. I'm sure she'll walk back in just a few more seconds, but we'll keep on marching, keeping it going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's stop at the center. Perfect. Plant both of our feet down. All right, I want you to reach those arms up to the sky. There you go. I want you to interlock your fingers together. So lace those fingers together. We hold on tight. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then gently drop our elbows, pulling them to the side. There you go. So at this point, my hands are right over my head. There you go. They would drop right down on my head, but I'm holding them up, dropping those shoulders down my back, really sitting as tall as I can. I'm pushing my chest forward a bit. There you go. Nice deep breaths in and out. In and out, in and out. Very nice. There we go. We let Mabel walk through. All right, perfect. Let's keep those hands together. And I want you to gently twist to the side so our elbows stay as far away from each other as they can. And we're going to twist towards the right. Really stretch, stretch, stretch. We'll make our way to center and then twist to the left. Very nice job. Back to center. Let's twist to the right. And back to our center. Twist to the left. Back to center. And one more time. I want you to really make sure your hands are really firmly grasped. My whole palms are going to touch onto each other. I know it's really easy to let them go and your hands start slipping away, but we're going to try really hard to glue those palms, push those elbows out, and twist. There you go. You're doing such a good job. It's starting to feel really nice warming my body up now after all that work. Too many days off don't usually feel like a good thing, you know? I'm going to bring back through center, all the way to the left. Stretching, stretching. And then back to center. Very nice job. All right, let's keep moving. So what I want you to do is keep your feet nice and planted on the ground, okay? Feet are planted. I'm going to reach my arms up to the sky, or I hold on to my hip. We're going to hinge forward in our forward fold. So we've done this a few times before, and I think you did a pretty good job last time. So let's try it again. If you want to hold on to your hips as you bend forward, that's absolutely perfectly fine. But the most important thing is that you're firmly, securely planted on your seat. And if you'd like, if you're feeling extra firm, extra secure today, and your balance is great today, you can reach those arms up to the sky. We're gonna do this a few times, so I'm gonna show you both ways. I'm gonna start here, and if you've done this before with me, join right on in. I'm gonna bend at my hip, folding my torso in half, reaching down towards the ground, reaching towards my toes, really stretching long down. And I'm just gonna keep reaching down towards the ground, letting my low back just gently stretch. Remembering to breathe nice and deep here. And then I'm slowly gonna roll myself back up. Very nice job. We're gonna go again. All right, Mabel. I'm gonna let Miss Mabel, she's a little bit twisted here. I just don't trust her in my backyard without a leash. She jumps over the fence and tries to take kitty adventures, and I love her too much to let her run around like that. So she's on a little leash, and she says, hello, hello, hello. Mwah. All right, we'll put her back on her railing, let her wander, and we'll get back to our workout. Because as always, you always have to stop and give the pets a little bit of loving no matter what you're doing, right? All right, I'm gonna grab onto my hips this time and fold the other way. So I gently hinge, and I think you know what I mean by the hinging, where we fold our torso. So I hinge down, and once my torso is safe on my lap, I'm gonna reach my arms forward, really stretching. Oh, really enjoying the stretch. And I'm making sure to keep my bottom firmly planted on my seat. If I feel like I'm slipping, I reach right back with my arms and grab onto my chair. Okay, sometimes it can be great to have your chair pushed up against the wall, so when you lean down like this, you can't slide. All right, I'm gonna roll myself back up. Very nice. And one more time, we're gonna do this one more time. Arms up, wiggle those fingers just for fun. And then I'm gonna round my back, slowly reaching down towards the ground. Reaching. And just really enjoying the stretch. And noticing how I feel so much better now than the first time I did the stretch. Perfect. I'm gonna slowly roll myself back up. Very nice job. And I'm gonna bring my hands back to heart center in prayer. There you go. I'm gonna bring them up all the way to the sky, holding them nice and tall. Sit nice and tall, really stretching my spine. That crown of my head is really reaching towards the sky. And I'm gonna rotate my hands so that they drop onto my back. There you go. So my elbows are out to the sky. And if you want to, you can interlace your fingers like this so the palms cradle the back of your head. Or if you're a little bit more flexible, you can put your hand in prayer so that your thumbs go right on the back of your head, like an extension to your spine. But either way, however you'd like to do it today, I have my elbows stretched out, nice and far away from my head, really reaching. You go nice stretch. And as I sit tall, making sure my chest is nice and open, I'm pushing my chest out. My elbows really reach away from each other. You go, I remember to breathe, sitting nice and tall. Oh, this is such a nice feeling today. All right, so as I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna also bring my left leg up and cross my ankle on my right knee. There you go. If you need to use your hands to do that, feel free to release them for a moment. And then once you get your knee in position, put those hands back where they were. All right, so what we're gonna do is a little tricky, but you've done it before and you did a great job. So I know you got it in you today. I'm gonna twist and bring that right elbow to my right knee and then roll myself back up. That elbow goes to the knee and rolls back up. If this feels a little bit too tricky for you to do, you can always hold onto the arm or the side of your chair to keep your balance and round down this way. I notice I get the best workout in my core if I keep both arms up, and I invite you to try that yourself. But if you feel like you're unstable, hold on to the chair. All right, we're gonna do 10 of these together. Are you ready? Let's go. I've got 1, nice and straight. 2, tall and straight, there you go. 3, and up. 4, up. 5, up, there you go. 6, 7, 8, there you go, you're doing so good. 9, all right, stay strong, you got this. One more big, solid, nice and strong, number 10. Woo, nice job. All right, I'm gonna keep my hands here locked to the back of my head, and I'm gonna switch legs. If you can do that, try it out. If not, and you need to put use your arms to help you move your legs, you can absolutely do that too. No judgment. All we care about is moving ourselves. There we go. So I got my right knee crossed on my left leg. There we go. My elbows are out. I'm sitting as tall as I can, nice and strong. And here, just like the other side, I'm gonna bring my left elbow to my right knee and then back up. And I do want to try not to bend my knee in. I know that I just kind of did that a little bit accidentally. I really want to keep this knee down as much as I can, so I have as much distance between that elbow and the knee as possible. The further you have to reach and twist and bend, the better your workout's gonna be. So try your hardest to keep those knees down, and when you sit up, really stretch the elbow as far away as possible. All right, are you ready? We're gonna do this again, the elbows to the knee and back up, just like that. Elbow to knee and back up. We'll do it 10 times together. Are you ready? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. 8. Strong. 9. I hope you're feeling it. And number 10, the biggest, strongest, best one we've done all day. Nice job. Fantastic. You're doing so good. Let's keep moving. I am going to release my hands, and I'm going to go back to my legs, and we're going to do one of my favorite poses, the pigeon pose. So I drop my right knee down, and I'm going to cross that left leg right back over. So my left ankle is on top of that right knee. I curl those left toes in. There we go. I'm gonna hold on to the sides of my chair, and I'm gonna, again, hinge my body. Hinge. I'm gonna hinge forward. And remember, if you have pinching in your knee, I want you to stop, readjust yourself a little bit on your chair, figure out a different way to have that ankle resting on your knee. Okay? It shouldn't hurt. It should just feel like a nice stretch. So now that I'm readjusted, I hold onto the chair and I hinge from my hip, really leaning down. I'm keeping my eyes going forward, but a little bit down too. And I'm trying to keep my back as straight as I can. I don't want to curve down. I want to hinge. You know what you're doing though. You've been doing this for a few weeks now. I love that we've had a few weeks together and you've grown so much in your practice. I really hope this is making a nice positive impact on your day. As good of an impact for you as it is for me. All right. I'm gonna take one more big inhale and exhale, roll myself back up to seated. Very nice. I'm gonna drop that left knee, Bring my right leg up and over. There we go. I drop that right knee down, and again, I curl those toes in so my foot's nice and flexed. There we go, and I'm gonna hold on to my chair and slowly roll myself down. And when I say roll, I mean hinging. I'm hinging at the hip. There you go. Of course, you already know what you're doing. You're a pro at this. And I'm just gonna take my deep breaths, really appreciating the stretching of my hip here, the little bit of stretch in my low back this gives me. Very nice. One more deep breath in and up. I'm going to slowly roll myself back up to a seated position. Very nice job. Drop that right foot down. You're doing so good. All right, let's do a nice seated twist to finish off our day today. And then tomorrow we'll come back with a little bit more of a challenging class now that we've warmed ourselves back up and got ourselves back in our routine. All right, so what I want you to do is I'm going to cross that leg over one more time. There you go. And we're gonna twist. So I got my bottom nice and firmly planted. I'm gonna bring my hands together in heart center in my prayer. And I'm gonna try to put this outside of my right elbow on the outside of my left knee. Just so. If I feel too unstable, I hold on to my chair. But if not, hands in prayer, I twist and gently push into that elbow, twisting my back. I look at my fingers as I gently twist. Go. Remembering to breathe as we twist. Let's take one more big breath in together. And exhale. All right, let's switch sides. I drop that left leg down. My right leg comes back up. I get readjusted on my seat so I'm nice and stable. Hands come to prayer in my heart center. And I bring that outside of my left elbow to the outside of my right knee. And I gently push. Looking at those prayer hands, gently pushing, gently twisting. I'm gently pushing. It's such a nice twist. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale, I'm gonna roll myself up to a seated position. All right, let's plant both of our feet. We're gonna do one more little twist before we go today. I think it'll really end us on a good note. And the sunshine is coming out finally, so it seems like our rainy last couple of days have turned into a sunshiny, beautiful day. So let's finish off on a high note. So I want you to twist your body towards the left side. I'm gonna grab onto the arms of my chair, bottom of my chair, one on the back, however I can reach. I twist and stretch, keeping my spine nice and tall. And I want to glance over that left shoulder, looking gently behind me. Gently twisting, sitting nice and tall, and remembering to breathe deeply here. I really want some nice good stretching and twisting. Oh, such a beautiful twist. All right, let's take one more deep breath in together. And exhale to the right. We slowly move through center, turning towards the right. And I'm gonna grab onto the chair the same way I had it on the other side so I get an equal twist. If you have a pain in your back or your shoulder, it hurts to do a twist, it hurts to say maybe grab the top of your chair, don't do that. If you have to be different on different sides with your body, that's okay too. I like to try to keep it as even as possible, but I don't have anything that's bothering me right now. So you have to listen to your body and do what's the best for you in this exact moment. So I hold on to my chair, I twist, and I gaze gently over my right shoulder. There you go. Gently twisting. Just remember to sit nice and tall. Really appreciating the twist here. Noticing how strong and powerful your body is. Deep breath in and out. All right, let's release our chair. Make our way back to our center. There you go. Let's bring our hands together in prayer. And we'll take just a couple more deep breaths together to finish off our practice today. All right, so let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. And one more big deep breath in and exhale. Very nice job today. Thank you so much for joining me here today at Yoga with Mom. I'm Jen, and I will see you so soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.